think that you could get pencils or pens or crayons, anything. And he said, "Oh, you must be broke. You can't buy pencils and pens." And I was just like, broke?
To your knowledge, does he have any other children?
14, maybe.
I got to be honest with you. Miss Pearl. I've known Orion Spriggs a long time because he's shown up in my court many times. You may be the first mom that I've ever had in front of me that says he doesn't have anything to do with his kids.
Based on the Attorney General's investigation, they determined that there are 8 other children Dad is currently ordered to pay child support for, not including the 3 in this case.
This court's going to call cause number 23-DC-FM-0611. This in the 317th District Court of Jefferson County, Texas. It's in the interest of Chloe, Kingston, and Clover Spriggs. Ms. Peralt, would you raise your right hand for me, please? Ms. Peralt, do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
The court's going to find that Mr. Orion Spriggs was personally served with citation in this case in Jefferson County, Texas on July the 18th, 2023. That citation is returning on file for at least the last 10 days. I do not see an answer that has been filed in this case. Ms. Pinster, that I signed an order for DNA testing in this case back in September.
Correct.
Did we do DNA testing in this case, Ms. Pinster?
DNA testing was not complete, Your Honor. The mother and the children appeared and participated in testing on October 17th. It's my understanding Mr. Spriggs was scheduled and failed to appear.
Okay. Well, I mean, y'all gave him a chance and he didn't take advantage of it. So is the state ready to proceed?
We are, Your Honor.
All right.
And you are the mother of the children, Chloe Spriggs, Kingston Spriggs, and Clover Spriggs?
Yes, ma'am.
And was Chloe born on August 18, 2015? Kingston, March 29, 2018, and Clover 12/18/2019?
Yes, ma'am.
You were not married to any man that these children at the time these children were born, correct?
No, ma'am.
And it's your testimony today that Mr. Orion, is it Rochard Spriggs, is their biological father?
Yes, ma'am.
Who do the children live with?
Me.
Has Mr. Spriggs ever lived with you and the children at any time?
When Chloe was first born, he did.
And how long were y'all together?
It wasn't that long before we split up.
Okay. You were not residing together at the time that Clover was born, though?
No, not at all.
And
Clover was by mistake.
When it comes to making day-to-day decisions regarding the children, school decisions, medical decisions, who's the primary person to make those decisions?
Me.
Do you have any concern, or let me ask you this, how often has Mr. Spriggs visited with the children?
He haven't seen them in 4 years. Okay. He haven't seen them since my baby was 2 months.
So no phone calls, no FaceTime?
No.
Do you have any concerns with him visiting with the children?
He could take them places and visit, but not at my house, no.
So you're in agreement, or if the court were to enter orders appointing the two of you all joint managing conservator and give him standard possession, you have no concerns for safety concerns for the children?
All my kids talk fully well. I mean, my kids probably wouldn't want to go there, but they all talk very well.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Has Mr. Spriggs provided you any financial assistance for the children?
No. The last time I asked, I couldn't get anything. And I only asked for pencils and pens for school.
So you contacted him prior to the start of this school term?
Correct.
And you all discussed him providing pencils, pens, and some basically supplies for the children.
So I had hit him up, like texting him like, hey, that's when I had his number. Now I don't have his number at all because I ended communication completely. But I texted him, I was like, hey, I bought everything for the kids. Like, do you think that you could get pencils or pens or crayons or anything? And he said, oh, you must be broke. You can't buy pencils and pens. And I was just like, broke? That's the least you could do. So I just ended everything because I don't get anything. Like pencils, that's the least. And
Well,
Christmas,
let
he
me
didn't
ask.
reach out. Thanksgiving, he didn't reach out. I am the sole provider in everything.
Okay. So, Ms. Peralt, let me ask you, Mr. Spriggs is not disabled, to your knowledge.
No,
He's capable of working and earning minimum wage.
yes,
To your knowledge, does he have any other children?
yes.
How many others did you know that him to have?
Um, well, I really don't know because it's like people say all type of things. He never told the truth, so I really don't know. But I think I'm like I said, I'm close with one of the moms, and she told me like 14, maybe. So I'm really not sure. And this was after I just recently like learned all this within the past 2, 3 years.
You understand the Attorney General's, and based on the Attorney General's investigation, we've determined that there were 8 other children and calculated support using 8 others. Do you have any objection to that?
No, I believe it.
Um, do you have private health insurance for the children through your employer?
No,
So if the court were to order you to enroll them in a governmental plan, you could comply with that.
correct.
Um, there's been an opportunity to calculate support using minimum wage in this case, and the amounts were a cash medical support of $10 per month beginning March 1st, and current child support for your 3 children of $244 per month beginning March 1st. Do you think that that's in the best interest of the children and you would want the court to approve those amounts?
That's fine. Yes, ma'am.
As well, retroactive or back child support. You testified that Mr. Spriggs has not provided any financial assistance. Do you think it's in the children's best interest for the court to order retroactive support in this case?
I do. That's
And
the least.
you're looking at a 4-year period at minimum wage would be 11,700 and
I'll do the calculations, Ms. Pennis.
okay,
Thank
I
you.
got 712. And do you think that it's in your children's best interest for the court to order that as well?
Yes, ma'am.
And you'd ask that any retroactive amounts be paid at $76 per month?
Yes, ma'am.
And if approved by the court, you would have and Mr. Spriggs is paying, that would be $300 a month that you would receive. Is that your
Yes,
understanding?
yes,
And
ma'am.
you're asking the court to approve a default order, or you want the court to enter orders in this case because you think it's in the best interest of your children?
Correct. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Pass the witness, Your Honor.
And it's a state rest.
Did that state does?
Ms. Peralt, can I ask you some really basic questions?
You can.
In the last 4 years, do you feel like you've done everything that you can to give Mr. Spriggs an opportunity to be a father for y'all's children?
I feel like I gave him every chance, ample opportunities to.
I gotta be honest with you. Ms. Peralt. I've known Orion Spriggs a long time because he's shown up in my court many times. You may be the first mom that I've ever had in front of me that says he doesn't have anything to do with his kids.
Yeah, but it's because he wants me. I don't, that's done.
Okay. But I mean,
You
it's
know,
usually the
and
Mr. Orion Spriggs that I know.
you must have haven't talked to any of the moms lately.
Well, no, I
because
haven't had him. Yeah, I haven't had him in my court in a couple of years. So he may have
yeah,
changed. I mean, it happens. Okay.
yeah, it does.
All right. Is there anything else, Ms. Peralt, you think I need to know about this case before I make a ruling?
What else should you know? Besides, I do everything by myself.
Well, I'm going to create a court order that gives you the right to continue doing that, Ms. Peralt, but also hopefully the AG's office can collect some of this money I'm about to give, but you just never can tell. Okay. But I'm going to give them the right to start helping you collect some money. Whether or not Mr. Spriggs goes to work and starts paying, that's another story. Okay.
Okay, so that's another thing I wanted to ask. Like I know it's a new law stating that y'all can make them get jobs versus them not doing anything.
I can't make anybody get a job, Ms. Pearl.
So that's not the new law?
There's no law that allows me to force somebody to go to work.
Okay.
Nope. I don't know where you heard that, but it's wrong.
Okay.
Okay. I can put them in jail if they don't pay, but that's pretty rare. The AG's office doesn't ask me to do that very often anymore. Okay. All right. The court's going to find the court has jurisdiction. The court's going to find that Mr. Orion Spriggs is the biological and now the legal father of the 3 children, the subject of this suit before me today. I'm going to issue a domicile restriction in this case. It's the local rule, so it is required. I don't think it's in the children's best interest to name the parties as joint managed conservators. Mr. Spriggs has had no contact with these children in 4 years. He's shown no propensity to want to act like a father. So therefore, I'm going to name Ms. Peralt as the sole managed conservator of the children. Mr. Spriggs will be a possessory conservator. I am not granting standard possession. He hasn't had contact with the kids in 4 years, so he's certainly not able to come in and pick up the kids and keep them for the weekend. There will be a phased-in visitation schedule with 6 visits at each phase. That means there's going to be 6 supervised visits, followed by 6 unsupervised visits, followed by 6 unsupervised visits for the day, followed by 6 one-night overnight visits. Okay. That way, Mr. Spriggs will have to get to know the children before he just gets them for every other weekend and every other major holiday. Ms. Peralt, I know that you don't particularly want Mr. Spriggs to come to your house to exchange the children, but that's generally how the law is written, is that he would come to your house and pick up and return the children to your house. Is there some place you want me to have y'all meet?
Well, no, I have no problem with that. Like,
Okay.
but coming in, like physically, no, I don't want you to come inside my house. Dropping them off, like being outside, I'm okay with that. Like, I have no problem with that. But
Okay.
coming inside, and no.
Where would the supervised visitation take place?
We could do it at Dairy Queen. We could do it at McDonald's.
Okay. I
I
mean,
mean,
if he came and picked up the kids for 4 hours on Saturday, would you have a problem with that?
no. I
Okay.
always said that.
Zero supervised probation, 0 supervised visits, Ms. Pinster. Okay. So we'll do 0 plus 6 at each. And that way we can not have to have the supervised visitation in Miss Peralt's home. Child support in this, I'm going to order Miss Peralt to maintain whatever health insurance that she has available for the 3 children. I'm going to order child support based on a minimum wage presumption with 8 other dependents. I got $245 in child support plus $10 in medical support. Those payments will begin March the 1st of 2024. Retroactive child support, the amount of $11,760. That'll be paid back at a rate of $100 a month, also beginning March the 1st of 2024. Court costs to be paid by Mr. Spriggs, but I'll give him until August 31st of 2024. Pay my court cost. Ms. Pinnister, did the state hear all the terms and conditions of my court order?
I believe I did, Your Honor, but let me just go back through if I can make sure. The court has found that Mr. Spriggs is a biological father, established paternity, geographic restriction to Jefferson County, sole managing conservator for mom, dad is a possessory conservator. We're going to do a phase-in visitation, 0 supervised periods and 6 periods for each subsequent phase. Child support, $245. Cash medical is $10 to begin March 31st. Or March 1st, 2024, and retroactive $11,760 to be repaid at $100 a month.
There you go.
Court costs. Yeah. Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am. Ms. Peralt, they're going to send me an order. If it matches what I said here today, I'm going to sign it and get it back to them. They're going to make a copy of it and send it to you and Mr. Spriggs, okay?
all right.
You got any questions?
No questions at all.
Believe it or not, Ms. Peralt, this was the easy part. Now the hard part. Collecting the money is going to be difficult. It's always the hard part. So I wish you luck, and I hope I don't have to see you again in regards to the money that Mr. Spriggs owes you, but we'll see.
All right, thank you.